So, I wanted to shoot a quick video talking about some stuff coming up for some of our classes that are changing. August 1st, we're going to add a fundamentals class to our schedule. That'll shift the times around just a few minutes, but it shouldn't be that big a deal. Um, the new schedule will be posted on the website and the gym desk registration site. It's really not moving stuff around a whole lot, but you might want to look into it. What's the purpose of the fundamentals class? The purpose of the fundamentals class is to provide a low pressure entry point to new students. Jiu-Jitsu is already incredibly intimidating to get started in because you walk into a room full of people, you kind of look around and you're like, man, I think everybody in here could pull my limbs off. Now, most of them can't, but I mean they look like they could. So the fundamental class is supposed to help with that. Um, uh, it's going to do several things. The low pressure entry point is really the main thing, but it's going to give an opportunity for a refresher for some of the more experienced students, and maybe some coaching opportunities for the senior students, which that'll help them out a ton also. I'm very big on teaching in that you never really understand something until you have to explain it to somebody else and try to help them with whatever problem they may be having with it. That's when you really start understanding stuff. um, so we're going to have a fundamentals class and we're going to have an all levels class. You will have to graduate from the fundamentals class to get into the all levels class. There's no set amount of time that takes, but it will take as long as it needs to take. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what the graduation process is going to look like. There will probably be a test. What that test looks like, I haven't decided yet either. I've still got a couple weeks to figure that out. And I'm talking with some of the senior students and getting feedback from basically all of the students on how we might figure that stuff out. What are you going to do in the fundamentals class? The fundamentals class is going to go over most of the common positions and procedures that we're going to use in all of our classes, and it's just going to give you an introductory to that, to those things. Kind of help with some jargon and what is guard, what is half guard, what is side control, what is mount, what are all of these things, and what are some of the more common techniques and submissions and sweeps and things that we use from those positions. So you'll still get plenty of that work in. It'll still be a very busy class. It's not going to be a bunch of sitting around hemming and hawing and philosophizing about stuff. No, this is going to be work. I hope what it does is that it kind of greases the gears for the all levels class, so that when we do start teaching the more complicated stuff, or the more in-depth, the hows and the whys and things, we can kind of move along a little more quickly, without having to back up several steps and just re-explain things to the newer students. So we kind of had to come up with a ground where the new students didn't feel left behind and the experienced students didn't feel like they were being held back. So that's the purpose. Again, one of the purposes for the separation of the classes. So I'm looking forward to it, really. Like, I think it's going to be a very interesting project, and I think it's going to really help people move forward faster than just getting thrown into the mix and we're going over this complicated stuff, and I'm teaching things and I just kind of have to look at you like, sorry dude, keep up the best you can. We'll talk about it later. We really have to stop doing that to the new folks, and I think it's going to help a ton with both, like I said, barriers to entry and retention. And if we don't have people on the mat, we don't get to do jiu-jitsu. So hopefully that gives you some information. And if you have questions, obviously comment or send me messages. I'm more than happy to help and answer those questions the best that I can. Either way, that starts August 1st, and that's going to be at both locations. So we'll see you there. I hope that helps. Thank you.